need you to do the same things for yourself that you are asking for a person. Do those things for yourself. Some of y'all lack self-love, self-esteem, that you don't really realize what you're doing and how you contribute to your relationship and how that's keeping you broke. I need you to take a look at your relationship and realize, is it causing you to be your very best, or is it causing you to be your worst? Is it bringing good out of you, or is it bringing a bad and negativity out of you? Is it draining you? Is it costly? Or is it... Welcome to Your Success Story. I'm your girl, Nika Johnson, a credit coach and budgeting expert, and I'm gonna help you get there. That's right. If you want success, I'm gonna help you get there. Today, we'll be talking about how your relationships keeps you broke. Let's go. We always talk about how we want to be in love. We always talk about that we want a relationship. We want a companion, someone to love us, to be there, to support us. But we don't really talk about the ugly, dark sides when it comes to your relationships and how they keep you broke. So the person that you loving on at night, the person that you call boo, babe, daddy, mama, or anybody in between them little cute pet names, the ones that you go to sleep with, is keeping you broke. And it's up to you to open up and pay attention and see how you cannot be broke. Because I want you to make this your last year struggling. Make for sure you go into a new year so you ain't got to be broke no more. But it's your relationship that's causing you to be broke. One of the biggest things that cause you in your relationship to be broke is not being in alignment. You done been together for so long and you don't realize that you're really not the same person that you was when y'all first started dating, when you first got engaged, when you first had kids, when you first got married. You on two different trajectories and two different paths, and that y'all are no longer in alignment. Your goals are no longer the same. One person want to keep renting, one person want to buy a house. One person want to start a business, one person is comfortable with punching in the clock. One person want to travel, one person don't. Every time you want to do something, they keep giving you this fear, excuses, this doubt, this fear, or come up all these reasons why they can't do something, instead of the reasons that you really want to hear is, baby, how we gonna make this work? How we gonna turn our goals and dreams into make it our reality in our future? So the reality of it is, you have so many big goals, you have so many things that you want to do, but every time you tell this person that you're supposed to be in love with, that should be your number one fan, the one that's supporting you, encouraging you, and speaking life unto you, always taking life out of you. So it's time for you to realize that y'all may not be no longer in alignment anymore, and that is okay. The same way that you was able to find someone to love you the first time around, or the second or third, guess what? You can find somebody else, because what one person won't do, another person will. So I need you to learn on how to love yourself a little bit more, and maybe it's time for you to exit out of this relationship. How we talk about exit strategy of leaving your 9 to 5 and going from employee to employer, I need you to create an exit strategy out of this relationship. You got one person as a saver and another person as a spender. How we sit up here saying that we were ready to become homeowners, but every time you turn around, they always on Amazon. They're always spending money on fast food. As soon as the new iPhone drops, they want to get that. They always spend. But every time something comes up and they ain't got it, they always looking for you to have it. Why do you always gotta be they get out of jail free card? Why you gotta be the one that's always bailing them out? When are you gonna be able to bail yourself out? Because baby, if your partner ain't helping, if they ain't help contributing, if you gotta do everything yourself, what is the point of being in a relationship? You might as well be single. Some of y'all be married and you still single parents, but we ain't gonna talk about that. It is okay to outgrow people, places, and things. And right now, you are outgrowing people. The same people that you was loving and doving with, you are outgrowing. And you keep praying for all these signs, and you keep asking for a sign after sign. And how many more signs that you need? You know the truth, but you just don't want to believe the truth. It's looking at you right in front of your face. So make for sure that you are betting on yourself. If it's your relationships and your partner, that's holding you back. If it's your relationships with your friend circle, that's holding you back. If it's your colleagues, your business associates, whoever it is, them relationships, if they're not adding value to you, if they're not an asset and they becoming more of a liability, it's time to cut them. You know when it's time to cut them? Because y'all don't even have the same purpose in life no more. You ever thought that you would grow old with someone? This was a person that you knew from school back in the day, and you just was assured that you guys was gonna create a life for y'all. How about it's time for you to create your own life? You keep seeing yourself in this world with this partner, but do they see the same for you? Are you loving someone else more than you're loving yourself? See, it's so easy for you to be a giver, and because givers give and takers going to take. So it's so easy to give so much of you, and then once you're depleted, so much little to give to yourself. So ask yourself, what do you want? What is it going to take so you won't be broke no more? Because your relationship is burning your pockets. And while we at it, make sure you like, you comment, and subscribe, and turn on your post notifications and show your girl some love. Look, this is only half of the battle that keeps you broke, okay? Come a little closer. You know what else keep you broke? The financial aspect. Y'all don't have the same financial goals. You want different things than what your partner wants. You said you want to save, you want to pay off debt, you want to increase your credit score, but they don't really give a damn about that. They just want to live now. They feel like you so responsible, and that's okay. Being responsible pays off, because all that spontaneous, because all they want to do is go out Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They want to drink, buy shots. They have gambling addictions. They always want to be there for everybody else. They spending money that they don't have, and then that financial burden falls back on you. You've been going through this for too long and been waiting for your chance and waiting for a sign. You don't gotta wait for a sign. If you don't feel comfortable and you don't feel like that this situation or this space that you are in is no longer serving you, then leave, then exit. Quit thinking of every excuse on reasons why to stay. Don't stay for the kids, because that's unhealthy. Stay because you want to stay, and no other limitations or restrictions. I get it, it's inflation, but even then, so put yourself first. We don't talk about the financial secrets that your partner holding back. Not being honest about debt because they too afraid to be honest because you thought they paid off a credit card and they didn't. Or maybe they did and then they maxed it back out. Or what about your partner because you added them as an authorized user or vice versa and then went ahead and go max out the card or rack it back up and then it's left for you to be able to pay it. Why? I ain't trying to bear my partner. We should be partners. You're supposed to be in this thing together. It shouldn't be you always pulling your partner, pulling them dead weight, and you keep wanting more than what they want for themselves. It's time for you to let go and quit pulling so much and just let it be. They're just not being honest about where their money is going. Why are you in a relationship with someone, but you don't know how much money they make? You don't know how much they bonus was. You don't know what's getting direct deposited into that account. How can you be comfortable to be with someone in a relationship that you allegedly love, but you can't ask those questions? Why the hell can you not ask, where is your money going? What happened to your money? Because it's supposed to be a team effort. All eyes need to be when it comes to these finances. It shouldn't just be your bank account and your bank account. It should be our bank account. What are we doing to grow together? What is ours? It should be your money is my money and my money is your money. It's supposed to be together, and sometimes it's really not. And the fact that if it's not, then why are you keep holding on to something that is causing you more destruction, that's causing you to be broke? Why? You said that you don't want to be broke no more. Stop what you're doing and comment below. Do you or do you not want to be broke no more? Do you want to be able to pay your bills on time? Do you want to be able to achieve your goal? Do you want that house? Do you want that car? Do you want that business? Do you want that trip? Do you want to just be more present when it comes to being a parent? What do you want? But you got to realize what is holding you back. Identifying your traumas and your triggers and figuring out what do you need to do to eliminate that. How can we make your dreams a reality? But if it's your partner that's causing you to be broke, then what the hell are you with that person for? Because if you ain't better off, why? Just actually, why? Because you in love? Love yourself. Because of loyalty, be loyal to yourself. Some of y'all don't even know what it's like to be alone because you jump from relationship to relationship. And we ain't gonna talk about that, how that keeps you broke too, because of unidentified traumas. But it's okay to be alone. Be still, be you, be intentional, and be ready to not be broke no more. You know what else when it comes to finances? What keeps you broke is your financial responsibility. Sometimes the financial income disparity. You ain't gotta make the same amount of money as your partner, but it does no good of trying to still contribute to the same capacity as your partner financially. Because there's other ways that you can still contribute in the household. Is it with the kids? Is it with the laundry? Is it with appointments? Is it within the business? There's other ways that you can contribute, but whatever it is, you don't want to depend on someone because of unhealed traumas, but we ain't gonna talk about that. In regards to that, your income is different. So how do you expect to contribute the same way monetary? How do you expect it to be 50-50? Or it could be simply not having your share of the bills. You know what it takes to keep a roof over his head. You got utilities. You got all the main bills that you need, but for some reason they never got theirs. Oh, okay. If they can't contribute to this household in a fair share, then maybe they need to leave and go live with their mama. Because if they mama didn't pacify them, because they a mama's boy, or if it's that woman that's always going to their mama and don't know how to put their mama in their place and keep them out their relationship, maybe you can learn how to stay in your relationship for one. So the reality of it is not having your share. Now, I didn't say exact amount. I didn't say 50-50 because we're going to talk about that too. It could be 60-40, whatever works for your relationship. So quit worrying about what works for other people's relationships and worry about what works for you. But another thing when it comes to finances, what keeps you broke, always asking from your partner for money. You ain't never got it. You so codependent on them, you can't even make a move without them. Can you write your partner off? It's not to become a child. Can you write your partner off on your taxes? Can you get an EIC, earned income credit for them? It sounds like this relationship is becoming more of a liability than anything. And y'all know, as the credit coach, let me go ahead and talk about it. Credit is what keeps you broke because your relationship, one got good credit, one got bad credit. The one that got good credit, you always relying on them. You always want to live in their shadows. Always want to put everything in their name. Always want to use their credit cards. For once, when are you going to be able to come through for us? Do y'all feel that? Are y'all picking up what I'm putting? Look, I'm just saying. And while we at it, make sure you like, you comment, and subscribe, and turn on your post notifications, and show your girl some love. But that credit, whoo, that's gonna hold you back. Why you always got a co-sign for your partner? In a relationship, it's not always good to always have everything joint, because you have everything joint, you're going to hit your DTI. How you leverage your credit is how you could put some things in your partner name and some in their name. So then when we could come together, how are we going to be able to build? That's just like if you ever dating and you got your own house, okay, when you get in a relationship, how about you put a tenant in that house, okay? And then y'all can move in together, or you can move in with him, and now your house is getting paid off. And then if the relationship didn't work out, you could go back to that house that you once had. You could go back to where the lifestyle that you could be able to afford. But you don't want to get into a position that you're being so codependent on your partner in that relationship to where you can't move or you can't leave. Anytime you decide to exit out a relationship, you need to make for sure that your life is a step up and not a step back. Quit being so dependent on them to where y'all be wanting to be in a relationship with someone that pays 100% of the bills, but y'all never talk about the trauma and the pain that comes with that, because they want to cheat, because they don't want to communicate. They ripping and running and coming out the house all hours of the night because you was a married and nanny. The only thing that you're good for is to be a nanny to all these kids ripping around the house. No, how about the emotional intelligence and being there as a partner? Hey, how's your day going? Because you stay at home with the kids, they want to devalue as if that's not work. I don't know if y'all truly hearing what I'm saying, but if y'all do, make for sure you show me some love and comment. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions down below. But the reality of it is, it ain't always gravy having someone paying all the bills 100%, because it's going to be lacking in one way than another. Everything ain't gonna be 100% either. Typically, when somebody is paying all their bills, they are so much more controlling. You're better off for a better peace of mind to be able to help contribute in some type of capacity. And again, you don't want to be broke no more. And so the goal is to be able to really identify your relationship that is holding you back. Quit being with someone that is always putting fear and doubt into you instead of uplifting you. And before we go ahead and finish off this topic of what keeps you broke when it comes to your finances and your relationship, child support. That's right, I'm gonna say it again. Child support. They got too many kids. You ignore the red flag. All that money that they working for is going to child support. Okay, so then when you create a family of your own, when you create a life of your own, who's supposed to take care of that child? How they gonna take care of them kids that y'all done created? All that money going to child support. Don't put that on you. You didn't have all them kids. I get that you love them, but sometimes all that child support is what's keeping you broke, because now that your partner is always spending so much money in child support, now you got to pick up their financial slack. Now you got to pick up their financial burden. You lay down and have them kids, lay down and make for sure that you're taking care of them as well. That one night of pleasure could turn into a lifetime of hell. So make for sure that them kids is in your budget. And what else keep you broke in your relationship is a level of maturity. That's right, maturity. Look, age ain't nothing but a number. You ever hear somebody be like, I'm grown, I'm such and such age? Baby, what does that mean? That does not mean wisdom. That does not mean that you have a level of emotional intelligence. So that maturity, everybody not mature. You would think that they would get better over time and that they would grow as a person, but it only got worse sometimes. It got worse before it's coming even better. They lack no motivation, no drive. You're the one that's always trying to do work for them. You're always trying to put them on, tell them to fix their credit, tell them that they should go to this class, telling them to get this certification, telling them and putting them on how to make money, and they can't even appreciate you for who you are and how you truly hold them down. You don't want nothing from them but truly the best. And sometimes dating someone or being with someone, married to someone that lack emotional intelligence, that becomes costly. What keeps you broke? It keeps you broke financially, but also keeps you broke mentally. It's draining of always over explaining yourself or always telling someone things that you would think should be common sense, but common sense ain't so common. It begins to be in a space of that you feel like that you're parenting your partner. You're more than his mother, than his woman. He's more than your daddy, than your partner. And I'm not just talking about calling him daddy when he putting it down either. We don't really talk about parenting our spouse. Look, I have always said this. You can't choose your parents, but you could choose your partner. So be wise. Understand if someone is a asset or a liability in your life, or they help contribute to the growth of who you are to become the best version of yourself, or are they toxic? Or they negative, or they drain, or they're always complaining. And I get we hit rough patches in life and everything ain't gonna be 100%. I'm never in no type of capacity saying that. I'm not saying a relationship is gonna be 100%. I'm not gonna say that you're the breadwinner and you will always be the breadwinner, because typically when it comes to finances, it's always going to reverse throughout that tenure of that relationship. You should have your person and your partner back, just vice versa as well. But you don't always want to be overextending and putting so much into a relationship that's not working out, because then you done gave so much and you have nothing left to give yourself. So again, look at the maturity of your partner. Are they keeping you broke? Because only you know. And before we wrap up, make for sure you like, your comment, and subscribe, and turn in your post notifications and show your girl some love. Before we get out of here about how your relationships keep you broke, let's talk about society. Let's talk about it. I need you to clean up your social media feed. I need you to clean up your friends. Get some new friends. I ain't just talking about your friend list on Facebook, but I'm talking about in real life. Quit comparing yourself to everybody, because thief is going to steal your joy. People could tell you the good, but they won't tell you the bad. And the thing about it is that this whole society debate of who pays what 50-50, get that out the door. Throw it out the door. Do what works for your relationship. So are you gonna pay 100%? Or are you gonna pay 50-50? Is it 60-40? But do what works best for your relationship. Let's quit thinking that a man's supposed to pay 100% of everything. A man's supposed to do this, a man's supposed to do that. What can you do? Some y'all as a woman is demanding so much more from a man than what you can do and contribute for yourself. And I always say, date yourself, love yourself, make for sure you are requiring the same things that you're asking for a person. So for example, if you want some flowers, quit waiting for a man to go buy you some flowers. I can buy some flowers. Go buy yourself some. They could be in the budget. They $9.99 at a Kroger's, or they could be $20 at a Costco or Sam's Club. But the reality of it is, I need you to do the same things for yourself that you are asking for a person. Don't just get your feet done when you're in a relationship. Don't just get a wax and upkeep yourself when you're dating somebody. Do those things for yourself. Some of y'all lack self-love, self-esteem, that you don't really realize what you're doing and how you contribute to your relationship and how that's keeping you broke. I need you to take a look at your relationship and realize, is this your best? Is it causing you to be your very best, or is it causing you to be your worst? Is it bringing good out of you, or is it bringing a bad and negativity out of you? Is it draining you? Is it costly? Or is it adding that money to your pockets? I need you to understand to block out society noise, because sometimes you always want the expensive gifts, but you can't afford it. You're going broke and maxing out credit cards and contribute to more debt instead of getting out of debt. That's why earlier I talked about them financial goals. Knowing your financial goals will truly help. Because sometimes it may not be in the budget. Just ask yourself, is that in the budget? And if it's not, it's okay, because we could be able to put it in the budget one day. And if you need help on how to put it in the budget, go browse the website www.isthatinyourbudget.com. If your relationship is causing you to be broke, I need you to go ahead and grab our ebook on ways on how to save money, and go grab the meal calendar so you can create budget-friendly meals as well, and put that in your budget as well. Because sometimes you broke because you ain't got no money, so you need to learn how to manage your money as much so too. But when it comes to dating, do some free things or some budget-friendly items. Do other alternatives and quit feeling like that you have to spend so much money because of that you are in love. And sometimes you are spending money that your partner don't even want. You're getting gifts that they don't even want because you ain't never even paid attention to their love language. Sometimes they just want your time, but you're too busy working. You're too busy in the streets. You're too busy not paying them enough attention. Put that phone down and turn that TV off and get in tune in your relationship. They just want you to touch them. They just want you to uplift them in the words of affirmation. But ultimately, quit listening to society that is causing you to live outside of your means. Quit trying to keep up with the Joneses, because you're gonna be broke. When you outside your budget and you get that eviction or that late payment, or you're behind on your rent or your mortgage, can you go live with the Joneses? I think not. You could go live at the shelter, maybe or maybe not. But ultimately, Quit listening to society to dictate what should be going on in your household. That's your problem. You talking to too many people. You putting too many people in your relationship, too many people in your marriages. How about you go listen to your partner for once and get the help you need to get help so you won't be broke no more. And while we at it, while we talking about the help, these are some things that you could be able to do to keep you not being broke in your relationship. Be vulnerable. Quit trying to be so strong all the time. Quit holding everything in. It's a safe space, and your partner should be able to create that safe space for you, or you teach them how. Therapy, the positive healing. You keep thinking you're okay, and the reality is not. You keep having trauma on top of trauma, and you suffocating yourself, and then one day it's just gonna explode.
But I got you a hat. Okay.
Don't keep hurting the people that's closest to you. They deserve the best out of you, and you deserve it too. Get off of social media. I told you that earlier, I'm gonna say it again. Get off of social media. Some of y'all on social media and you don't even make money on it. At least I can make money off of it. And I'm gonna make for sure I use social media to my advantage so it's not using me. But clean up that news feed and quit having that instant gratification and thinking that success is gonna come overnight, because that's not true, baby. I need you to go ahead and pick up a notebook and a pen and learn how to journal. Process your thoughts. Quit escaping them and avoiding them all time, because that's what's causing you to be broke so much more. Because maybe it's your partner that's really trying to help you, but you're not even trying to allow them to do so. And last but not least, date yourself, love yourself, hug yourself, and know that you mean so much. I'm here to give you your flowers. Go give yourself your flowers sometimes too. Quit expecting people to give you your flowers. I want you to walk into your purpose and stop being broke. And before we get out of here, I know there was a lot that we discussed. Let me know, chime in below if there's anything that you'd like to contribute to this conversation. And go check out our other videos on your broke series. What's keeping you broke? Is it your mindset? Is it your family? Is it your friends? Is it you? Is it your relationship? And before we get out of here, I just got one question for you. Is being broke in your budget? If not, you better fix it.